You sure I should take the chain off?
Yes, 100%. Yes.
But the war's over.
No trolling. No trolling.
Oh, Marty, what's up?
All right.
I didn't know you were at the meeting.
Hi.
Hey, you're wearing the burger shot outfit.
Yeah.
This is gonna be great. We finally can make some money.
True.
Yep.
I spoke to Yuno a little bit. Are you guys aware that he never told him anything or even knew that you guys ocean dump Ramee?
Yeah, I called Marty. He said it never happened. So I mean, it's not you guys, right? It sounded like they just got the wrong guys, and I told Marty like they're convinced it's you guys, but I mean, no.
Okay.
What's
Let's
with
start
the
this way.
glasses? Okay.
If it wasn't you,
Let's turn the
it
camera
must have
off
been
in
some really good microscopic fly or something.
Microscopic fly. What do you mean?
What I'm saying is that, I think, and Mike can agree, we took the proper precaution before we did what we did because we didn't want to get you guys in hot water and Steve in hot water because over the years, I think we understand that we shouldn't get Steve in a full-fledged war that nobody wants because overall Steve doesn't like war, and I agree with that.
Uh-huh.
Right? And I thought, tell me if I'm wrong, Marty, I thought that me and Marty would get our own vendetta, our own piece of, I don't know, how would you call it?
Vengeance, justice.
Yeah, for ourselves, right? And we'd do it in a clean way, and then we could just kind of move on from it, right? With a little bit of peace of mind, if you will. But it seems like instead we kind of got nothing out of it, and things just kind of escalated. We were hiding in a spot for like 30 minutes, got Ramee, ocean dumped him, and I don't think their helicopter ever saw our main car because they chased Jack in a rented Fudo instead. And if they knew that we were in our car, I mean, let's be honest, they would have just chased us instead, right?
Yeah, that would make a lot more sense. But how did they know it was you then?
I don't know. But regardless, they said that you told your sister, whoever that is, and that you told all of them everything pretty much. He said that you told them that we picked them up, we robbed them, we shot them, and we ocean dumped them. The whole thing.
No, I didn't even know you guys did that. Listen, here's what happened. You know, my sister's in CG, right? They're doing the vault. So I told her I'm on a rooftop with a sniper ready to shoot you, just to try and mess with her, because it's kind of funny. That was it. And then it's kind of awkward. I dressed up as a girl for like 30 minutes to try and hide by the vault, and then that was the whole day for me. And then they told me a bunch of stuff happened and asked me if I knew anything about it, and I said no. And then after that, I called Marty and said, "Hey, did you guys do anything?" Marty said no, so I.
That's okay. Yeah, I don't want to get caught up on like specifics and small things. I think our own beliefs here and what actually happened is very blurry, and I think combining the whole thing is kind of a mess. I don't think it's pointless to do that. And I think we could draw a bigger picture, which is a little bit of a heavy hitting picture compared to this small scale one thing.
Wait, you're telling me they told you that Yuno told them all that stuff?
Yeah, but I think regardless though, this is a very like small incident that doesn't really show it doesn't really hurt us immediately, right? It's more of a display of a pattern. It's like the symbolism of what happened, and I think it's the frequency of it that's been a problem overall. And I think maybe I'm wrong about this, but the main problem that me and Marty had with CG is that me and Marty were up in the other county, and we were doing research like day in day out.
The other county.
You know, and when we got here, we didn't know how to hit the lower vault, and it was a project of ours to figure it out, and it was really hard because we spent a lot of money on it and we couldn't do shit.
It was.
And the one time when we actually figured it out, and we're really proud, progress, not money, progress, we got robbed. And that's what rubbed me the wrong way.
I was there for it.
Is that we got robbed of progress, which kind of hurt, cuts deeper, right? And we've been trying, only me and Marty, in ways that are more targeted and more tactical, of getting at least one hit of vengeance, or just one good hit. And it seems like every time we just don't get there, right? And
That is true.
what I'm trying to get at is that a lot of times I can't help but feel like it's your fault.
What do you, well, look, I want to be honest. A lot of times it is my fault, but this time it can't be. I didn't even know you guys ocean dumped them. I don't know how they could tell you that I told them that.
That's what's most confusing for me, because we literally, you know, we lied straight to your face because we didn't want CB involved, and apparently something about you said something. So I that's why I'm so confused on all of this. I don't know what really happened.
I mean, I don't know either.
Okay. Well, I think...
Listen, they called me
Yeah.
asking about it, and the first
Yeah,
thing
but-
they said to me was, "It's you guys." And I
This
said,
one
"I didn't
time,
even know that."
Let's just forget about it. Let's forget about it. Here's the point. Here's the point. Here's what I think, and I'm trying to tell you. In times of war, right, people can claim that they're neutral, and they can say that they're neutral and they're everybody's friend. But the truth is that in times of war, everybody picks a side, right? Whether it's one or the other, everybody picks one. And it feels to me like every time you pick CG over us, and it hurts us.
Yeah, I mean,
It hurts me, Marty, and these wounds, they cut deep. You understand? And I think the big problem combined with that is that you want to do good, right? You want to be the one to help somebody in need, and we're your friend, and they are your friends, right? But every time that we're about to try to do a hit on them and hurt them, I understand that you want to save them, and that's what you choose.
Yeah.
You try to save them, and that's the intent. But the reality of it is, the result is that you're killing us.
not wrong.
Understand? You're saving them, but you're killing us.
It's hard. I mean,
That's how it is with war, man. You make a decision. You pick a side. You can't be neutral. It's just not a thing.
but why do I have to see? I mean, look, they're not perfect, and neither are you. But you're all my friends, and I don't like seeing anybody get hurt.
Well,
Not you or them.
in the end, only me and Marty in the squad get hurt.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
mean,
that
the,
is-
the
I
reality
mean,
is,
that is the
X and his
result of it.
boys that they got absolutely, you know, with all due respect, seemingly
They got
like you
destroyed.
guys got
I bet.
slaughtered. But at the end of the day, you know, I do believe that you can be neutral, just as I was. For example, in the grand scheme of this recent shitstorm, I just didn't get involved.
All right.
I didn't help X, I didn't help Marty. They know how I feel about war, but at the same time, I'm not giving any information to Kay or Ramee. Not even, you know, unintentional trolling. Nothing. If they ask me, I just tell them straight up, I'm just not involved. Don't come to
Yeah.
me with this. You
I
know what
mean, I told them I wasn't there. I didn't see anything that happened, and
Yeah, this time it's fine. Like I said, I think it's just been a conversation we wanted had because I understand that you want to do good, right? But if in times of neutrality, if you were more neutral, like it just feels to me, or to us, me and Marty at least, that whenever you flip the coin of 50-50, we always get the 49 and CG gets the 51. And
I
that's usually
mean-
the decisive factor in whether we get absolutely fucked for multiple days, if not weeks, and look like a bunch of jackasses. And
I mean,
that's
look,
the turning point.
Look, you know I don't want to make you look like that. I have more respect for you than almost anybody in the city. The only other
That's also
person I
true.
have the same amount of respect for is right here. Sorry, Marty.
And me.
I mean, and Marty.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, Marty.
It's okay, Marty. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. But guys, like I said, I think it is important that we stay united. Everyone's gonna make mistakes.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna do some crazy shit. But it is important to embrace the mistakes that we do make and look for the most positive outcome possible, in my opinion.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And I think if this is the price of this alliance and friendship, then I'm willing to pay it. And I wouldn't trade for anything else. You know.
Yeah.
And I
to
wouldn't
me,
trade it for anything
it's-
else
it's
as well.
It's a nothing. We will still do cool shit and hit the big licks. right?
Nobody more fun to hang out with. That's for sure.
Now we are even starting a business empire. We have too much good going on for us to be focusing on the little petty shit that may sometimes spiral out of control, but ultimately can be resolved.
I completely agree with that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Then maybe the problem stems from just me leading me and Marty into fucking trying to hit them when we can to try to make back for what we have lost, which I think we can't really get back ever. But I think if we get the supplies and we get a good hit today, I think it's a first step to
you're right though.
moving
It's not
past it.
just it's not just you guys. I definitely
It's not just you, okay? It's all of us. I admire the balls that you have, X, and that Marty has to seek revenge on when somebody does you wrong. But I also
Especially CG,
feel
that's
like
kinda
sometimes
crazy.
thinking it through as well is very important. But you guys do definitely have the fucking balls. I don't think I'll ever question that. But I do think in the long run, that moment where you fulfill that revenge might have felt good, but weeks after that, it might have been, absolutely, just not worth doing.
Yeah.
Speaking this for the betterment of yourselves, because you guys got a
Definitely
lot of
was
good
not
shit
worth
going on.
doing
You're
the
building up
ocean
GG.
dump,
We're gonna get
but-
these fucking gas stations. You guys want to start GG Enterprises? We're doing a partnership. We just fucking beat the casino. God knows what else is, gonna be. God knows what else kind of intel we're gonna get of shit to rob in the future. We got a sick fucking crew that we beat it with. We got a lot going on than to get lost and shit like that.
Okay.
Buddha, I think me and X are literally on the same wavelength as that, but like when we did that Ramee thing, when we were doing it along the way, it felt like we were doing everything right to not be attached to it. But it just so happens that we did somehow get attached to it. Because like we caught him
don't get me wrong. I
by
don't think
himself,
you guys.
no radio, nothing. Like we tried doing it completely right.
Yeah, I'm not blaming you
with no
guys. Hell, I mean,
repercussions.
if you guys would have gotten away with that, I would have applauded it, quite frankly. But at the end of the day, things will happen that sometimes we don't expect. Like I said, and when those things happen, it's important to try to think of the best possible outcome instead of kind of going down that deep, dark hole of chaos and despair and depression and.
Yeah. I mean, it was worth it though. I'm gonna give it a buck. I mean, when we were had camped that fucking spot, shit in Ramee, man.
Did he just say it was worth it?
He looked like a kid with his mouth full of fucking chocolate, right? In the fucking middle of the light. Like he was like, huh? And then we had him right there with our guns out. You should have seen it. The way he was talking, it was funny. It was worth it. It is what it is.
Well, I'm glad it was worth it. I'm glad I got your revenge. Now we are going to end this. We're going to stay strong and united. Yeah, there's nothing else we got to talk about here. Everything's good.
That's the best way to go, I think.